Here we go. I opened Azure Mage. The card is so good. Like, it lets you draw cards. So other stuff in the pack. Dungrove Elder is not very exciting unlimited. Fine, but unexciting. Assault Griffin is very powerful. Assault Griffin is the second best card in the pack. And then there are quite a few just like fine playables, Bats and Fireslinger and Swarm and Fleetwing. But yeah, Azure Mage is the best card in the pack by a long, long way. Ether Adept or Jade Mage? I think they're both better than Runescarred Demon. It's missing Common. And Ether Adept's still there. Is this Soul Griffin missing? I think this pack has a Soul Griffin in it. Usually. I think it's gone. Like, Ether Adept's really good. Jade Mage is a very easy 10. I just take the Ether Adept, I think. I hate to pass a Jade Mage. Like, the reason you would ever want to draft green, Giant Spider's a pretty good one, but mainly because you can draft Jade Mage. IMO. It's missing from this pack. I really need to work out the common runs and write it all down, because they're consistent and they seem obviously valuable to know. I'm starting to get to a point where I recognize some of them, but like, you could just very easily write them down and then know them all. I think the guy to my right is taking white. And I think nobody to my right is taking green. I haven't passed any blue, and I've been getting decent blue passed to me, although the packs have been pretty bad. Shock is sort of anomalous to see 4th pick. What is this pack? I don't know, I don't really recognize this pack. I think I'm just gonna take Cudgel Troll. I think it's better than Giant Spider when you're playing blue-green, because you have flyers already. And yeah, I'm just sort of going to expect to see quality green cards. Pretty happy taking Plummet and main decking it, especially if I have looters in my colors. I don't think Elves is good. Elves is like a good common for some sorts of green decks, but I just think card advantage is so important in this format that playing a vanilla 1/1 loses you the game too often. Phantasmal Bear I think is a lot better. It can get you up in tempo without help. Elves needs turn 1 elf plus something else. Master Thief is fine for the sideboard, but you usually get them later. Fleetwing is what I'm gonna take. It's pretty sexy how I like worked all this out, huh? Because I've just seen no white cards and a lot of very solid green. Arachnus Web is not like the best card in the world, but it's totally fine removal. If I'm going to be playing blue-green, I'm not going to get better removal than that, really. Seems like if I'm playing green, Cutthroat probably isn't as good. I've drafted this color combination once before in my life, I think. But it's still Cutthroat. I don't know, he's just the perfect body for this format. Like, except for the regeneration, I'd much rather have a 2-4 than the 4-3 that Cudgel Troll represents. Just, for example, I think I take Crumbling Colossus here. Why not, right? Nothing else was really standing out. Garruk's Companion, it's like a worse version of Armored Warhorse, awkwardly. We somehow tabled a Giant Spider. Isn't that the best green common? Pretty sure that's the best green common. It's like Cutthroat, except better. What's up with that, huh? Man, maybe that's how I need to explain it to people. Because a lot of people just don't think Cutthroat is so great, but if you're in blue, you don't have much trouble drafting, blocking flyers. And Cutthroat is the same body as Giant Spider, which, like, I feel like everybody gets that Giant Spider is amazing. I don't know, maybe people think Giant Spider is amazing because green needs him or something. I think he's amazing because he's a 2-4 creature. So, I could pick up Naturalizes and play Mind Unbound. Green has Naturalizes. They're totally main deckable. Bell Tower Sphinx is really good though. Green has Acidic Slime too. But Mind Unbound costs 6. I already have Azure Mage and Merfolk Looter. I don't feel like I need to worry about winning the long game. I'm gonna go with Bell Tower Sphinx. There are lots of really good black cards in this pack, by the way. It would have been a good pack to be in black for. Oh my. I think I hate draft Vampire Outcasts here. Well, like, I have to decide. I can hate draft Vampire Outcasts, or I can take Rootbound Crag. I don't want a Carnage Worm in my deck. I'm just not interested in playing big mana blue-green. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't be that upset to have it, I guess. I saw a late shock. This is a deck with Azure Mage. I think I'm going to take Rootbound Crag. Maybe I open a Fireball, and at that point I would feel comfortable splashing it in this deck. Or like just Incinerate. Or I get past a third pick Fireball. That makes me look really smart for that last pick. Alright, so I guess we're splashing Fireball. Man, that is weird. I've never seen third pick Fireball. Fourth pick? Is this fourth pick? No, third pick. Oh, thank goodness. I've never seen third pick Fireball in M12 draft before. It's really good in this deck. This is like, I cannot think of a better deck to splash Fireball in than blue-green with Azure Mage. Could get saucy with Quicksilver Amulet. No, not at all. I'm gonna take Amphin Cutthroat. Yeah, the guy to my right is getting some pretty decent white cards. I might just hate draft Alabaster Mage. No, I don't care about Alabaster Mage. Just Screw that. I'm not racing a white deck, I'm just like smashing their face in. So we'll let him have his Alabaster Mage. Keep him happy. I don't know, there's gotta be something to be said about screwing the guys to your right and left in draft. Frost Breath or Rhino. I think I'm gonna take Frost Breath, but I really am not very enchanted with that card. Oh, I wish I could get better cards. The best card I've seen by far in this pack has not been in my color, and I took it. Like, I took Bell Tower Sphinx, a land, Fireball, and Frost Breath. There was another card in there somewhere. Right? Cutthroat? Yeah, I took a Cutthroat. He's fine. Titanic Growth is fine. It's extremely underwhelming, but it's fine. I'll take the Volcanic Dragon. It's just huge. Huge creature. Maybe if some really weird stuff happens in pack 3, I can even play it. Is that better than taking Pegasus to hate off the guy from my right? I think so. Another Plummet. I'm pretty happy with that. Mind Unbound tabled. I'm gonna take that and look for some naturalizes. And at this point I'm just gonna... Well, I'm okay with him playing Dignitary against me too. I'm gonna give him his Dignitary. It's a super late reassembling skeleton. Can splash white for Demystify with my Mind Unbound. Okay, pack 2 just sucked. I didn't see any playables. What just happened? I still somehow have 19 playable cards showing. I guess pack 1 was really good for me or something. Well, one of those cards is a land, I guess. That's interesting. How good is Warstorm Surge? Maybe we're opening up that splash a little more. There's nothing that amazing here. Giant Spider, I'd be happy with. I don't even have high power creatures. I have Ether Adept. Oh man, Warstorm Surge, Ether Adept. Let's draft that deck. What a weird deck. I need some playables this pack. Unsummon might be better. I don't have anything that costs 1 right now, and having some sort of combat trick in this format is pretty nice a lot of the time. No, Warstorm Surge. I've never actually played with this card in my deck before, but I'm eager to see how it does. I think I take Fireball 2 over Cudgel Troll, but I'm not actually sure. I have really bad mana at this point. Like, very, very bad. Can I abandon blue? Can I maybe move into splashing blue and play green-red? I think I take Fireball. Cudgel Troll. Cudgel Troll's a solid guy. It's a solid guy in the color that I want to be heavy of, because I have Garrick's Companion too. Table and Naturalize out of this pack, hopefully. I'm going to take Fireball. Mostly I just wanted to dwell on how I got him past the second Fireball for a long time there. I wasn't really thinking about taking something else. I was thinking a little bit about how my deck sucks. Second Looter really helps. Helps a lot.
Man, how good was that second pick land, by the way? Yeah, Looter's better than Giant Spider. We have Arachnus Web, Lurking Crocodile. I don't have an elf, so he's not very exciting. Like, I would need a few elves for him to be exciting. I don't have one. I can also take Incinerate and just try to be full 3 color. I take a Monolith sometime? I don't have a Monolith. I think just Arachnus Web. Shoot. How many playable creatures do I have? Probably not very many. Arachnus Web I don't think is that good. Can I turn on Bloodthirst though? Taking Arachnus Web. I'm gonna take my sideboard card that I might end up having to play main. God, what a weird draft. Like, I'm just so confused about everything that's going on. I think Fleetwing over Basilisk here, although I'm probably playing 18 land, which is ugly. But I have 2 Looter and Azure Mage. That helps. If I'm playing that many land, let's see, I have a Spider, a Fleetwing, and a Sphinx. A lot of plummets and stuff. For blocking the ground, I have Cudgel Troll and double Cutthroat. And the Sphinx does that too. I don't have anything to put on Fleetwing. I think I'm going to take Basilisk. I think so. Nothing here. I could just take a bad 3/4 creature that I can always cast with 4 land. Or I can take Ice Cage and just go for like the full-on every conditional enchantment removal spell deck. Sentinel is a creature and I have Warstorm Surge. I could go Rites of Flourishing. Nope. I'm just taking Sentinel. Wow. I'll take that. And we tabled the Unsummon, which I'm really happy about. I'm absolutely playing that Unsummon. Scout is playing on PokerStars. Ah! I need to unsubscribe from those notifications because every single time they make me hate my life. Scout is like a minus $3 million fish. He's only given me like $1,200. It's really hard to get on a table with him. But yeah, I cannot play poker anymore. He's a fun guy too. He's not like a degenerate alcoholic with no life left anymore because he plays poker all the time. He's like a multi-billionaire with hot ladies and chats with us at the tables and stuff. Okay, well I think that somewhere in here I probably have a playable deck, but I have some really difficult deck building decisions to make. What did I take over? Jade Mage? Ether Adept? Wish I had Jade Mage. It's really hard to know that you're going to be drafting green on the second pick. Man, my green isn't even very good. Maybe I'm like blue-red splash green. Cut Garrick's Companion. Cudgel Troll. Let's see what happens. I'm pretty excited. I don't know what's going on with this deck. I'm leaving that on the board for now. I 11 of those. I got no naturalize. Mind and Bound is not really workable here. I'm playing 2 Fireballs and a Warstorm Surge. Now if I wanted to go blue-red, splash green, we bring in Rusted Sentinel. We're gonna have to main deck these 2. We get the Dragon and a Bonebreaker Giant, and we still need 4 cards out of green. Which are probably gonna be double Plummet, double Arachnus Web, maybe Giant Spider. So that's one option. The other option is what I thought I was drafting, which is blue, green, splashing red. I wonder if I want Reclaim in this deck somehow. That actually has enough playables, so I think I'm going to do that one. I think I'm cutting Garrick's Companion for Titanic Growth, which I can cast. Well, actually, my mana's not that bad. Probably want 2 mountains plus the crag. I can board in the dragon sometimes too, probably. In like the longer attrition sort of matchups. This deck is weird. I have Warstorm Surge and 13 creatures. 4 of them are 2/4 creatures. I have 1 4-power creature. I mean, it's still totally... I'm pretty sure it's still totally playable. I have an Ether Adept, right? That's pretty good with Warstorm Surge, I assume. So yeah, I think I play this. Frost Breath and Master Thief are in the board right now, and Rusted Sentinel. Rusted Sentinel probably deserves some consideration. And so does Garrick's Companion. I don't know for sure that my mana is bad enough that I can't play him. I have 4 2-drops and 1 3-drop. My deck is just nothing 2/4, which like blanks half the decks in the format pretty well. I have trouble with flyers except for those double Plummet, despite being blue. Did not get any blue flyers really. Just the Sphinx and the Fleetwing, which is fine. I think I'm just doing this. Oh, I wanted 18 land, which makes a lot of sense. So let's get rid of something for an 18th land. Titanic Growth. Does that combo with Warstorm Surge? It probably does. I don't see why it wouldn't. But Unsummon is a much better combat trick. Because it costs 1. And it like gets rid of pacifism and gigantic enchanted creatures and stuff. Let's do this. Add some more land. That's actually not so bad, really. I have double Looter, which makes the splashing so much better. Alright, so I'm gonna get the real lands in there. What? yeah, I guess you guys don't need to watch this, so I'll just wind this up now.